prospective voter to cast his or her vote immediately after being accredited.
The accreditation process shall comprise of checking the permanent voter's card, PVC of the voter, positive identification of the voter in the BVAS, positive identification of the voter in the Register of Voters, authentication of the voter by matching his or her fingerprint or face using the BVAS, and inking of the cuticle of the finger of the voter where applicable.
Officer shall, step 1, arrange tables and chairs in line with the polling unit layout. 2. Paste relevant EC30 series posters conspicuously at the polling unit. Step 3. Allow voters into the polling unit in an orderly queue. Step 4. Ensure that all electoral officials, APO 1, 2 and 3, properly sanitize their hands with the alcohol-based hand sanitizer provided intermittently. Step 5. Request individuals to lower their face mask for proper identification during voting processes where necessary. Step 6. Request the APO3 or any other official to read out loudly the Voters Code of Conduct VCC at the outer voting area and paste VCC poster conspicuously at the polling unit. Step 7. Invite the first batch of voters into the voting area. Step 8. Declare the polling unit open.
Intending voter shall present him or herself to Assistant Presiding Officer APO3, Queue Controller and PVC check, who shall.
Step 1. Determine that he or she is at the correct polling unit. Step 2. Confirm that the voter has not voted anywhere by inspection of the cuticle of the fingernails, and if satisfied, direct the voter to the APO1. Step 3. Upon inspection of the PVC held by the voter, if the APO3 discovers that the PVC is not for the polling unit, the APO3 will advise the voter to proceed to the appropriate polling unit.
APO1 verification shall. Step 1.
Clean the bimodal voter accreditation system with prescribed disinfectant at every use. Step 2. Request for the PVC from the voter. Step 3.
Call up the voter's data on the BVAS by reading the barcode on the back of the PVC or reading the QR code against the name of the voter in the Register of Voters, or entering the last 6 digits of the voter identification number VIN of the voter into the BVAS, or searching the BVAS with the surname of the voter. On appearance of the voter's data on the BVAS, the APO1 shall ascertain that the photograph on the PVC is that of the voter and that the polling unit details correspond with those of the polling unit. Request the voter to place the appropriate finger in the place provided on the BVAS for authentication, or, if this fails, match the face of the voter to the picture in the BVAS using the device's facial recognition facility. If the fingerprint or face of the voter matches, request the voter to proceed to APO2.
The verified voter shall then present himself or herself to the APO2, who shall, Step 1. Request for the PVC of the voter. Step 2. Check the register of voters to confirm that the voter's name, details and voter identification number VIN are as contained in the register of voters. Step 3. Tick the appropriate box of the horizontal boxes on the right margin beside the voter's details on the register, showing the category of election if the person's name is on the register of voters. Step 4. 5. Document the status of the voter if the voter is a PWD by completing the PWD Form EC40H as prescribed. Step 6. Apply indelible ink to the cuticle of the specified finger on the left hand to indicate that the voter has been accredited to vote in that election.
The Presiding Officer PO, Ballot Issuance and Overseer. Once the voter is accredited, the voter shall present him or herself to the PO, who shall. Step 1. Check the cuticle of the appropriate finger or thumbnail of the voter to confirm that he or she has been accredited. Step 2. Satisfied that the person before him or her has been duly accredited, stamp, sign, and write the date on the back of the ballot papers for the respective categories of elections. Step 3.
Fold vertically inwards and flatten the ballot papers.
Step 4. Issue the pre-folded and endorsed ballot papers to the voter. Step 5. Request the voter to remove his or her cell phone or any photographic device before proceeding to the voting cubicle. Step 6. Direct the voter to the voting cubicle to mark his or her choice on a ballot paper. Step 7. Ensure that the voter deposits the thumb-printed ballot paper in the appropriate ballot box. Step 8. Where the voter is visually impaired, blind, VIB, PO shall issue to him or her the Braille, ballot guide, or magnifying glass as the case may be. Note: only a valid voter's card should be acceptable for accreditation and voting. General election sought according to the type of election. Video. The presiding officer PO. Video. The presiding officer P. Video. The presiding officer. Video. 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 The presiding officer PO shall. Step 1. In the case of a general Module 5 Polling Procedure.
The accreditation process shall comprise of